My life started back in 1976. I was born into a family environment full of alcoholism and violence. My mother met a man after separating from my father. This man was very violent and very abusive towards me. My childhood was very traumatic. I suffered all forms of abuse: physical, sexual, mental abuse. They say that I was a damaged child at 6 years old. Due to my poor life skills, I found my best friend at the age of 20, which was the alcohol. I became an alcoholic for the next 26 years. Over that 26 years, I've spent 34 times in custody, and I spent 17 years in prison. So I found running a couple of years ago whilst I was in prison. I like to keep fit while I'm in prison. And when I got out, I said to my partner, I'm going to go for a run. And I was gone for 3 hours running. I couldn't stop running. The sensation that the running gave me, it took me away from the institutions in my mind. I was institutionalised, spending so much time in prison. It was my second home. When I'm running, my mind is clear. There's no fogginess. And what started to happen was I started to feel courageous, strong, empowered. And that's where I wanted to start to change my life. The running gave me the strength and the energy to be able to start addressing my childhood trauma. I believe our foster care system could be a lot better. Our foster carers need help. I grew up in foster care, and I believe that if I had a better foster care home, I would never have gone to prison. My lifestyle would have been so much better. It was unfortunate that it wasn't like that. I went from home to home to home to home. I honestly believe that our foster carers, they need to be as important as our first responders. Our children are our future, and without our children having a good future, it doesn't give them an opportunity, to have a successful life. They'll either lead them to drugs or alcohol, or even worse, end up in prison. So I believe that our carers need to be supported a lot better, so our children don't end up the same way I did. On a personal note, I want a new lifestyle. The lifestyle that I have lived over the last 26 years in and out of custody, being so angry, violent, withdrawn, depressed. My running's given me back my life. What do I want? I want to become a whole different man. I want to be inspirational to others. I want to give back to the community. I want the people that are in my life now help me so much that I feel I want to give back. Yeah. if you're struggling in life, find that one thing, your niche, your passion. Find what it is that gets you out of bed in the morning. And put all that energy into that one thing, and I believe that everything else will fall into its own place. It did for me. I found running, and as soon as I started running, everything else just came together. My family, my friends, my attitude, everything else just fell into place. So that's what I believe. Find your niche, your passion, and just do it. So I've been a loner most of my life, and I know that it's in our DNA not to be a lone survivor. We need our family, friends, we need our community. The support that I've received since being out of prison, it's huge. I've never had so many people in my life that care about what I'm doing, care about me. They've showed me love, respect, and I think the community is very important, especially to me, and it should be to everyone. I think that I believe that my recovery would have been a lot easier and a lot quicker if I had a larger network of support for when I got out of prison. Well, whilst I was in prison, I made positive relationships with the staff, the education staff that were teaching me a new lifestyle. And after I was released, I wasn't able to have contact with them. When I got out of prison, I didn't have a network. So by building a network of positive people whilst in prison, that disappeared when I got out. So I truly think that, they should be, the people that are supporting us while we're in prison should also be able to support us when we get out of prison. I mean, even if it is only for a week or 2 or 3 until we find a new network of people, but to be after getting released and having very minimal support. But I found the skills that I had, I was able to manage until I did find a bigger network of people.